whenever you're ready.
Teen pregnancy and the early spread of HIV and other STDs has become a rising issue in recent years. A statistic published by the Future of Sex Education, which shows the severity of this issue, states that 1 in 4 teenagers have an STI. Another rather shocking statistic released by the Guttmacher Institute states American teenagers become pregnant at a rate of 1 per minute. Think about that. 25% of our leading youth has an STI, and every 60 seconds an American teenager becomes pregnant. This obvious issue has a very obvious solution. Mandating comprehensive medically accurate sex education will lead to the decrease of teen pregnancies and reduce the spread of STDs. Insufficient and inaccurate exposure to quality sex education deprives young people of the information needed to make healthy decisions, which will lead to poor choices. Just about all parents want what's best for their children. They want them to do good in school and make good decisions so that they can have a bright and happy future. Part of building a bright and happy future includes learning to the best of one's capability and being open to a wide variety of information. No parent would intentionally refuse to provide their child with information needed to make healthy decisions. So what is preventing parents from allowing teenagers to indulge in all the useful information comprehensive medically accurate sex education provides? Some parents don't understand what a comprehensive medically accurate sex education includes. When I say the word sex education, what comes to mind? A weird old gym teacher sliding a condom over a banana and telling kids to have sex with and providing them with condoms to do it with? A comprehensive medically accurate sex education course is so much more than that. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, comprehensive sex education provides medically accurate, age-appropriate information on abstinence as well as safer sex practices, including contraception and condoms, as effective ways to reduce unintended pregnancy and STIs. Comprehensive programs also include information about healthy relationships, communication skills, and human development. So sex education isn't meant to encourage sex. It actually encourages teens to abstain from sex and arms them with the information needed to make healthy decisions if they choose. Another reason parents are concerned about their children taking a comprehensive, medically accurate sex education course is the belief that sex education increases sex, that talking about it makes it okay to indulge in it. They believe that because contraception and condoms are discussed, that it provides information adolescents need to have sex whenever they want. This is a fair argument, but if you're willing to look exactly into what comprehensive medically accurate sex education includes, you would understand that it simply instructs teenagers who are having sex or will be in the future on how to make healthy decisions. In fact, no study to this day has shown that providing adolescents with sex education increases their sexual activity. However, there has been multiple published studies which show that teens who take a comprehensive medically accurate sex education course are less likely to engage in risky sexual behavior. One of these studies, published by the United Nations Foundation, states, on average, comprehensive medically accurate programs delayed initiation of intercourse by 37%, reduced the frequency of sex by 31%, reduced the number of partners by 44%, and increased use of condoms and contraception by 40%. An important problem comprehensive medically accurate sex education course can help to counteract is the spread of misinformation. While the internet can be a good source if used properly, there's no denying that there are loads of inaccurate information. Adolescents are curious about sex and their bodies, and the easiest way for them to find answers is to look it up on Google. Information adolescents receive from these online sources, as well as information from TV shows, movies, and their peers, is often wildly inaccurate. Receiving and believing inaccurate information about human development and effective ways to reduce the spread of STDs often leads to unintended consequences. Receiving information about how to avoid STDs and teen pregnancy, or believing that although you're sexually active, you're not at risk of becoming a teen parent, means that you're actually more at risk of contracting an STD and or becoming a teen parent than you might expect. Kirsten Fitzgerald, in her pregnancy story, is an example of how uneducated teens, no matter who they are more at risk of becoming pregnant than a teenager who would take a comprehensive medically accurate sex education course. Kirsten was a popular cheerleader in high school. Her boyfriend was a stereotypical jock who was voted most handsome and most popular in high school. They met the summer of their senior year and soon after started dating and became inseparable. 6 months later, Kirsten found out she was pregnant. 5 months after the shocking realization, none of her friends or her boyfriend would even speak to her. Kirsten later graduated high school with honors and soon enrolled in college. On August 1st, her baby boy Taven was born. Her ex-boyfriend didn't even come to the hospital when he was born. He wouldn't even make an attempt to see his baby until 2 years later at a Christmas party. In an article published by Teen Vogue, Kirsten wrote, "That's the norm. Guys don't carry the child or give birth so they can walk away. Girls can't. The thing was, we weren't using condoms and I wasn't on birth control. We actually thought that one of us was infertile because I had never gotten pregnant before. We were teenagers. We didn't know any better. We lived in the Bible Belt, so sex education was optional, and almost no one took it. They just thought we should know better, but we didn't." All the stress and heartache Kirsten endured could have been avoided if a comprehensive, medically accurate sex education program was mandated at her high school. So in order to provide this comprehensive, medically accurate sex education course, certain guidelines must first be established. There must be structure for key concepts. The government must ensure that the information that they are providing adolescents with is medically accurate, and it has been proven by the scientific method. When providing information to younger students, such as preteens, there must be a limit to the detail given to them to avoid scarring them with information they are not yet ready for. Ultimately, we can all agree that the early spread of STDs, HIV, and other STDs, and teen pregnancy is a very huge problem in our country. Although some comprehensive, medically accurate sex education is the solution to this issue. Although some believe that it increases sexual behavior, it has actually proven to reduce the amount of risky teen sexual behavior. With the amount of inaccurate information infesting nearly all sources, sex education provides information that both teenagers and their parents can trust. I invite you to think about all the benefits comprehensive, medically accurate sex education provides.
Is there a number of states who agree with this or have legalized the mandatory class?
So there are like 37 states that actually mandate sex education to their high school. But like those 37 states mandate abstinence. They're not covering all of everything that teenagers need. They're just telling them not to have sex instead of like, yes, teaching them about everything and human development and things. They're just telling them no, 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 no. They're not teaching them.
How long would the programs or like the courses be?
It would just be like a semester long, but they would like travel through you with like your high school, like freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year, but they would be like one. So we have like 4 terms, right? It'd be 2 of those terms.
That was my question. So, I know you said like they teach abstinence right now. So like, what do you think they need to teach about more than just don't do it?
I think they should, personally, you're asking for my personal opinion, I think that they should provide all of the information instead of, like, information about contraception and condom usage, instead of telling kids not to have sex, because although you tell them repeatedly not to do it, it's like touching a hot stove. You can tell a child over and over not to do it, but there's no certainty that they're going to follow that. So I believe that they should just teach everything instead of telling them no.
Okay, good job.